Ashwaganda. This is a supplement that I absolutely hated because I didn't know how to take it properly. Now that I know how to take it properly, I love this supplement. Let's get into it. Everybody's body is different. So the time you take it, the amount you take, when you stop taking it, when you start taking it again, all of that is different because your body's different. All of the active ingredients binds with what you eat and what you drink. So it's very difficult for me to tell you exactly how to tailor it for yourself. You have to kind of listen to this video and you gotta think to yourself, okay, I eat at this time of the day, so da-da-da. But for the time that you take it, the only real research I actually ended up finding is the fact that it has a half-life. 95% of the active ingredients are already out of your body. So with that being said, taking one in the morning and taking one in the evening will suffice. Some people report that it helps with sleep. So if you want to take it before bed, go ahead, give it a shot. Since you're taking it twice a day, it might be a little difficult to remember to take it in the evening for your second dose. I myself, including a lot of other people, take the supplements in the morning, obviously. It threw me off a few times as well, taking it in the evening and forgetting about it. It happens. However, with everything, it comes adaptations, right? You're eventually going to turn it into a habit. But if that sounds too difficult for you, you can try to take 2 in the morning, just see what happens. If all goes well, then great. If you want to just try to take it once a day, you could try to either A, take it first thing in the morning because that is when cortisol is naturally the highest, considering ashwaganda's main use is to lower cortisol, or B, you take both doses in the evening time before bed to help with aid sleep. You could do 30 minutes to an hour before bed. But like I said, this supplement has stimulant effects. So what are you going to do? Take 2 doses before bed when it's got the high stimulating effect on your body? That could risk disrupting your sleep. And sleep is going to play a huge role in your testosterone levels. So it's really not ideal, but if it's something that you really want to do, give it a shot and see what happens. Your body could surprise you. When I was taking the ashwagandha, my body was surprising me a lot. This is a very interesting supplement. I personally like taking it twice a day. And whether you're taking it once a day in 2 doses, or you're taking it once in the morning and then once before bed, or once in the evening, like in the afternoon, you're going to want to cycle this supplement because it'll lose its effectiveness if you're taking it too consistently. Either that, or your side effects are going to get really bad. Variations of cycling can be 2 to 3 months on, 1 month off. This is where for 2 to 3 months, you are taking ashwagandha every single day. Then on your off month, you can just go through a whole page on your calendar without taking the ashwagandha for a single day. Another cycling method that you could do, this is the one that I personally like to try to do, is doing a daily routine with it. So like 1 to 5 days on, 1 to 3 days off. So you take the supplement for 1 to 5 days, followed by half to equal that number for off days, right? For example, if I'm taking ashwagandha for 4 days on, it'd be half to equal. So I could take 2 to 4 days off and then repeat. That one's a little bit more brain work than just going 2 to 3 months on, 1 month off. But I like this one better. And an easy one for you to think about is think of it like this. We got 7 days a week, right? You could do 4 days on and 3 days off. That could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then on the weekends, you're just taking it off. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday are your off days on ashwagandha. That's an easy one that you can do if you still want to cycle it in your days and not your months. And then you would just repeat that cycle. So every single week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you take it. And then on the weekends, you take it off. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, on, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, off. Taking these off days prevents your body from getting a tolerance to it, and it also prevents your body from getting too much of the herb. And then what's cool about taking your off days is you can still take supplements on those off days to replace your ashwagandha for those off days. The idea of this is to continue to treat the issue you're experiencing on the days where you're cycling off of ashwagandha. So the supplements that you can take on those off days, well, there's 2 main reasons why people are taking ashwagandha. One is for stress and one is for testosterone. So if you're on ashwagandha for stress, you can take L-theanine on your off days. If you're doing it to help your testosterone levels, you can take Tonkat Ali on your off days, which is what I'm doing. That's why I have a bottle. I'm actually vice versa that. So I'm doing my Tonkat Ali most of the days, and then I'm doing ashwagandha on my off days. But still, you can do it the other way around. So you're doing ashwagandha on your main days, and then these are your off days, which is a pretty cool hack that you can do for ashwagandha. Speaking of hacks, I got an even better one for you. Because a lot of people just take the pill, ashwagandha, take the pill and it starts working out. But a lot of people don't know this amazing trick that allows the pill to work even more effectively than as you were to just take it. You can take the pill, you can cycle the pill, you can consistently take it at the same time every single day, and then every single week you change it up a little bit just to see which one's working better. But none of that's going to work to its full potential because you're still not playing with a full deck of cards. it may not work the way that you're intending it to work for you because you're not taking it with fats, right? Because ashwagandha is fat soluble, meaning you take it with a fatty food and it enhances the absorption. So you can take it with an avocado, milk, olive oil. If you like to do shots of olive oil, I know some bodybuilders like to take shots of olive oil. I used to do that. Anything that's high in fats, take your ashwagandha with it too. So in the morning, let's say you're eating just get yourself a glass of milk in the morning and then take your ashwagandha with the milk. The eggs are pretty fatty too. Same with ground beef. But I would stick with a food that's isolated in fats. Like think about it like an isolation movement, like a bicep curl, right? But think about it in the macro realm now. So you got ground beef, but ground beef's got fat and protein in it. You want a food that's like just 100% like just fat. So you're having your breakfast, you got a huge glass of milk. That's a good time to take ashwagandha. Or you're at work, you're at lunchtime, you're having a snack, you're having a sandwich, put a full avocado on it, and then take your ashwagandha with that sandwich that has the avocado in it. That could work too. All right, so you got your ashwagandha, you're ready to start taking it, but you start feeling funny. You start getting side effects. This is a common one when you're taking ashwagandha, side effects. You gotta look out for those. But luckily, there's a trick that you can do when you got the side effects. You just gotta be able to pick up on what your side effects are and what's causing them, right? So if you're experiencing anxiety, increased heart rate, insomnia, this could mean that your thyroid is too high. Or if you're taking this on a low carb diet, you could also experience those same symptoms: fast heart rate, insomnia, and anxiety. So high thyroid and low carbs, they come into play together, right? So if you're eating low carbs, then you're gonna have high thyroid. So if you just change your diet and you start raising up your carbs, that could just start lowering your thyroid for you. So you don't need to just stop taking this supplement, and you don't need to lower your dose. You don't need to cycle it longer. That could just be an easy fix right there.
Because ashwagandha helps with your thyroid production, you just don't want to make it too high.
Very complex, I know, but just bear with me here. Take the supplement, take it at the right times, make sure that you're cycling it properly, take it with your fats. If you're bold, you can actually look up your thyroid level before you even get on ashwagandha to see if this is even ideal for you. You can do this when you go check your testosterone levels. Just get an extra thyroid panel. So if you're feeling lethargic when you're taking this, or you got signs of sedation, you can take D-aspartic acid and creatine. That would probably knock those side effects away from you. Another side effect, this is the scary one here. Anhedonia. What even is that? I didn't even know what that was. So it's a condition characterized by reduced ability to feel pleasure in activities that were once enjoyable. So if you're feeling like that off of these, you just need to discontinue that immediately, because that is not a good feeling, because I was there before. But to prevent this from happening, you can take precursors that are just gonna fight it off, right? Because that's a dopamine thing right there. So you're taking dopaminergic precursors. You can take phenylalanine, or you can take this L-tyrosine. I have that for a reason, because I was going through that anhedonia. Technically, I should have just discontinued my use completely, but I ended up taking like a year off of ashwagandha, and then when I got back on, I made sure I took that L-tyrosine like a few months before I even took ashwagandha. That worked. I feel like I'm a 16-year-old going through puberty again. But like I said, technically I should have just stopped, and I never should have touched ashwagandha again, but I ended up fixing it. If you're worried about anhedonia, which I'm worried about it, so I would take that phenylalanine or the L-tyrosine. So I ended up cracking the code. I made a comeback. So I don't even know what this side effect is called, but it kind of goes same with the anhedonia feeling type of deal, but it's like a more like relaxed version of it, and I just call this gray life. This is another one that you gotta look out for. This is, I guess we could put this in the same family as the anhedonia, but what I was feeling like when I had that is like there was just no spark in life, and it was just like every single day it was just like the same ordeal. Like I was just some kind of like robot just going through my days. Every single day, there was like no emotion, no nothing. Like I could have been talking to like an absolute smoke show for like 8 months, and then she could have just ripped my heart out, but I wouldn't have felt a single thing. Like I remember I was at work, dude, and I hit my thumb with my hammer, and like I just didn't even react. I just kept working. So just keep an eye out for that. Just discontinue the use if you're going through that gray life symptom as well. Everyone's body is extremely unpredictable when you're taking this supplement. That's why this supplement's so crazy. Because I've jumped on like all kinds of supplements. I've done like the Shilajit, fenugreek, Tonkat Ali. I've done all kinds of vitamins too. Fidogia agrestis, I haven't tried that yet, but that might be a good one. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. It's just so different. Like you could take this supplement every single day, and you could not feel any side effects whatsoever and work perfect for you. Or you could take it for like one day and you start experiencing side effects. So just be careful when you're taking this supplement. I got a link in the description where you can get some of this ashwagandha, and I also got a link where you can get some of the L-tyrosine